One of the many new features of Smash Ultimate are the brand new spirits, and there are loads of them. Over 675 spirits in fact, as stated on the Smash Bros wiki. Also, for people that don't know, I've been helping out the Smash wiki with stuff related to spirits, from adding images to adding new spirits. I even added a wall spirits count on the main list page. The point is, I know a lot about spirits. I even have images of all of them on my PC. And through my journey of capturing every spirit in Smash Ultimate spirits footages, I came across 10 really obscure spirits that you probably wouldn't even know the origin from, unless you Google it or find more about it. If you guys want me to make more spirits top 10s, let me know. And now with that out of the way, here are the top 10 most obscure spirits so far in Smash Ultimate. Number 10. Freya and Freia from Zangeki no Reginleiv. When I say Zangeki no Reginleiv, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, you'll probably say, what? Zangeki no Reginleiv is a Japanese exclusive action video game developed by Sandlot and published by Nintendo for the Wii. The game's story is an adaptation of the Ragnarok story of Norse mythology, and you control one of the two angelic siblings, Froy and Freia, who serve the Norse gods by battling the races of giants that have emerged, leading to the eventual rebirth of the world. While the game takes considerable artistic license from the source material, it does reflect events and characters from the original myth. The game supports 3-4-player online co-op gameplay and loads of weapons. Freya and Freia were represented in Smash Bros for Wii U as trophies, but it's still a really obscure one nonetheless. And a great way to start off this list. Number 9. Cupid from Sennen Kazoku. What is the first thing that comes up in your mind when you see this spirit? If your answer is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, you're totally wrong. This cute little iteration of a Cupid is part of a Japanese exclusive game called Sennen Kazoku, which is a live simulation game developed by Indie Zero and published by Nintendo for the Game Boy Advance. In the game, you play as Cupid, who was ordered to watch over a family by God. As Cupid, you must make sure that the family is protected through the generations. The game is kinda like Animal Crossing meets The Sims, and fun fact, it's one of the first few games to contain a real-time clock within the game cartridge. If you want to try out this game, there are ROMs available on the internet, but no fan translations are made. So any knowledge of Japanese language is required to enjoy this game. This is also the first time that Sennen Kazoku is referenced in a Smash game. Number 8. Inuji Darumeshi from Darumeshi Sports Shop. This spirit will instantly give you that Japanese vibe just by looking at it. But what people don't know is that this game came out in North America as well. Rusty's Real Deal Baseball is a baseball game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo 3DS. It features minigames and baseball gameplay with Spot Pass and Street Pass functionality. The game was announced back at the February 2014 Nintendo Direct, but everyone forgot about it. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Haha, baseball bat pun. Number 7. Nico Fire from Slot Car Rivals. Another really strange odd character that looks like a me but really isn't. However, this little guy is from one of the many minigames that you could enjoy in Nintendo 3DS Street Pass Mii Plaza. In the game, you control a slot car on a miniature kind of racetrack. You unlock new circuits and you can customize your car in the game. The game is developed by Goodfeel and published by Nintendo. Also, another cool thing about the spirit is that in a spirit battle, all the characters you fight get max speed, which references how the cars in the game are really fast, and you have to really be careful to not crash it into anything. That's a cool little nod from Sakurai there. Number 6. Pick from Cubivore. Imagine a world like Minecraft, but instead of a blue shirt block dude, you have block animals. That's right, I'm talking about Cubivore, a really obscure game that only came out on the GameCube, but was tend to be developed for the Nintendo 64 disk drive. Developed by Intelligent Systems and published by, wait for it, Atlus. Yeah, that company that is known for the Persona series and other insane titles. However, it's not that Atlus is known as a publisher for this game. Atlus mainly published it for the North American audiences back in 2002. However, this is the first time that an Atlus game is represented in Smash Bros. But don't get your hopes up for Persona, because Cubivore was already represented in Smash before. However, they promoted the game's launch by adding the trophy in Smash Bros. Melee, but got removed when the game launched. So yeah, this is the first time that Cubivore is represented in Smash, and I love it. This game is just so deliciously obscure and one of the many hidden treasures from Atlus in their game repertoire. Number 5. Zip-Fling Smash. This one is really obscure in its own right. It's the main protagonist in this Wii game called Fling Smash. Developed by R-Tune and published by Nintendo, this game was one of the first games to be powered by Wii Motion Plus. The game borrowed heavily from the paddle ball concept, which is a concept where the game revolves in smashing a ball through blocks. Funny fact, the game is called Tatsu Zazamu Supashmo Boru Purasu, or Strike and Bounce Super Smash Ball Plus. However, it has nothing to do with the Super Smash Bros. Series, but a funny little fact nonetheless. Number 4. Ayumi Tachibana from Famicom Tantei Club Part 2 Ushiro nun Tatsu Shojo. Another Japanese exclusive spirit. Oh boy, this one is quite obscure to say the least. Developed by Tozei and published by Nintendo, this texture adventure game is one of the many texture adventure games that were released for the Famicom in Japan. This game was however ported to the Super Famicom and Game Boy Advance. In the game, Ayumi Tachibana was one of the girls that mysteriously went missing. Your task is to find these girls by asking others and unraveling this murder mystery. Cool fact for the Nintendo fanatics, the game's producer is none other than Gunpei Yokoi, the original designer for the Game Boy and Mr. Game & Watch and producer of the Metroid and Kid Icarus series. Number 3. Chef from Cooking Guide can decide what to eat. We already knew about this one a while back, but let me just make this clear once again. It's a spirit that was part of the Nintendo DS app about learning how to cook. It has nothing to do with gaming, just recipes and inspiration for your next great meal. The chef itself is one who represents you with all these delicious tips and suggestions. The spirit battle for this spirit consists of an enemy becoming more powerful after eating. And the enemy is easily distracted by items. Huh, neat. Number 2. Maruo Maruhige from Trade and Battle Card Hero. Have you ever heard of a game called Trade and Battle Card Hero? No, it's not a Pokemon spin-off or anything like that, you stupid piece. Developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo. This odd Japanese exclusive card battle role-playing game is one of the many hidden Japanese exclusive gems for the Nintendo Game Boy Color. It features Hiroshi, a blue-haired boy living in the town where the game Card Hero has become very popular. He wishes to become a master of the game by collecting different kinds of cards and dueling with various opponents. His goal becomes harder to achieve when a malicious group called the Jokers cause trouble in town. Japanese magazine Famitsu gave the game a 35 out of 40, which is pretty high for a game like that. In-game, Maruo Maruhige is a game card dealer who is returning from being a trophy in Melee and Brawl. Still, this game fits the bill for obscurity for the fact that it's such an unknown hidden forgotten gem. Before we get to number 1, here are some spiritual honorable mentions. Ashley Robbins from Another Code Trace Memories, Noise from Kiki Trick, Master Fusui from Sujin Taizin Number Battles, Sable Prince from Kairui no Tame no Kane wa Nau, and Nintendo-ji from Nintendo-ji. Number 1. Harry from Teleroboxer. This number 1 pick is not really due to obscurity in the sense of being a Japanese only exclusive. It's also not because of it being something like a strange character. The reason why Harry from Teleroboxer is my number 1 pick is due to one fact. The Virtual Boy. You hear that right. Harry is the first and so far the only Virtual Boy representative in the Smash Bros series. No other trophies, stickers, assist trophies or other referencing material have mentioned a Virtual Boy title. This might be due to Nintendo trying to quietly shift their Virtual Boy failure under the carpet, but Teleroboxer is really a special one, as it's the first ever first-person fighting game to be released, and a hidden gem amongst the Virtual Boy collectors these days. The game is developed and published by Nintendo, and again, Gunpei Yokoi was the main producer of the game. It released all the way back on July 21, 1995 in Japan and August 14, 1995 in North America. It's probably the most obscure and also most retro spirit so far in the spirit roster. Actually, Sheriff is more retro, but that's not the point. And that's why I wanted to shine the light on Harry, which is one of the robots you can fight with in this game. And those were all the spirits. Did you enjoy this list? Do you want me to do another top 10 spirits list? Like I had an idea of the top 10 most unknown Mario spirits. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do that one next. As always, thanks for watching and I hope you have a fantastic day. I also recently turned 22, so if you want to congratulate me, go ahead. Anyways, this was BroskiPlays and stay broski.